Hi guys, and welcome back to Natural Curlies TV Agony Aunt Series episode 3. I've been asked on a couple of occasions, what can I do about my scalp dryness? Why is my scalp so dry? It is so flaky and it is itchy. Okay, so I'm going to try and answer it from my experience, and also referring to my trusty old The Science of Black Hair book. Alright. Right, so personally, I have never really experienced chronic dryness in my scalp or my hair or anything like that. I don't generally oil my scalp. I've never felt like I've needed to. If I have needed to oil my scalp in any way, I've used this oil mixture, which is jojoba oil, sweet almond oil, castor oil, coconut oil. I sometimes change up a bit depending on the oils that I use, but I just use a bit of oil. If I find that my hair is flaky, and it's usually because I've got build up and my hair needs a good old wash, a good old cleanse. That's what it needs, a good old cleanse. So that's what I find. If my hair is not actually my hair, that my scalp that's dry, it's just build up, you know, and you need to get rid of that. You need to cleanse your hair with a clarifying shampoo or some type of, you know, something that's going to get that build up away, especially if you use a lot of conditioners, and like I use quite a bit of conditioner, or if you're using a lot of like gels and moisturizers and just applying things on top of each other. That's what causes the build up. So you need to get a good shampoo, a good non-sulfate shampoo to get rid of that off your hair. But anyway, let's get to the more scientific side of it all. On our scalp is something called, we all produce something called sebum, and that moisturizes our scalp. So generally, if our scalp produces sebum, we shouldn't need to really oil our scalp. But then some of us have different levels of sebum which is produced on the scalp, and that is due to our hormones. Okay, we can be producing a lot of sebum, or we might not be producing enough sebum. I think the majority of us will probably produce the right amount of sebum on our hair. Because of our kinky curly hair texture, it is difficult for the sebum to easily spread throughout our hair. So that can be an issue. And because this is an issue, this can cause dryness, unfortunately. There's other things that can cause dryness. Stresses, the stress of daily life. If we're going through a lot of stress, that can affect our skin. Basically, our scalp is just an extension of the skin on our face, really. So you know, when you're stressed, you notice certain things start to happen to your body, and you might not realize that it's related to stress, but it is, and that's what it can cause. It can cause scalp dryness as well. So try and get rid of that stress, that thing that's causing you stress, and that will hopefully help to get rid of the scalp dryness. Also, our diet is a big thing. Okay, our diet is a major thing. Just hold on one minute, please. Yes, I needed that drink of water. A lot of us do not drink enough water. Okay, when our skin is dry, and remember I said our scalp is just an extension of the skin on our face. Okay, when our skin is dry and thirsty, okay? When it looks all ashy, yeah, that means it's begging you for some hydration. It's begging you for some water, okay? Feed your hair. Feed your hair? Feed your skin, feed your scalp. Your scalp needs water. We should be drinking at least 2 liters of water a day. I'm not perfect, okay? I do not drink 2 liters of water a day. And I'm one of these people as well that doesn't really feel, I don't get thirsty easily. I have to kind of prompt myself into drinking water. It's not something where I just go and pick up a glass of water. I have to prompt myself, otherwise I could probably go a day without drinking anything because I never really feel thirsty. But another thing, you don't want to wait until you feel thirsty to take a drink. Never wait until you feel thirsty. Keep on drinking water throughout the day, and depending on your height, your size, is how much water you should drink a day. But I think the average is between 1.5 to 2 liters of water for everybody. Okay, so if you're on any type of medication, I don't know, if you're on type of any prescribed medication that can cause scalp dryness, think about that. You know, if you think it might be related to that, maybe you need to speak to your GP about maybe you can get an alternative medication, you know, or prescription medication. I don't know. That might be an issue. Okay, so if you're going to put lots of greases, lots of oils, lots of moisturizers on your scalp, it's going to cause a blockage, and you don't want to cause a blockage because, as the book says here, it can lead to scalp dryness, itchiness, inflammation, and shrinking of the hair follicles, and a decrease in the quality of hair that emerges from the clogged follicles. Okay, so that's just it. Simply, you've got to dry scalp. What you need to be concerned about is your diet. Okay, stresses in your life. Are there any medication that could be causing your scalp to become dry? Are you cleansing your scalp, clarifying your scalp with washing it regularly to get rid of all that build up, or that or to unclog the pores if you're using a lot of greases? What else is there? Is your scalp producing enough? If it's not producing enough sebum, okay, then you're gonna, if you're producing low sebum, if you're not producing enough sebum, then you are going to be faced with dry scalp. You know, if you want to kind of look more into this, it does say a little bit more in the Science of Black Hair book again, so I'm just flashing it around, giving it some free advertising. Okay, so yeah, look this book up, and it talks about scalp, it talks about sebum on the scalp and so on. I've just given you a run through of my personal experience and, you know, what I think in regards to hair scalp dryness. So drink lots of water. That will definitely help as well, because if you are well hydrated, your scalp will be well hydrated also, and it also pays off if you're trying to encourage growth, and you know, you're trying to, you'll be on the right path basically to a good healthy hair journey. Okay, so that's it from me. Bye bye for now.